Good morning, guys. I'm gonna sit down and do some actually, I'm not gonna grab the ring light this morning. I was thinking maybe I should, but nah. I just gotta pick some stuff up right quick. I had a serving of these Thai mango honey this morning so far. I'm working on a coffee, and I also had Laura bar. Kind too much sweetness this morning, I think. Mostly from the... they're pretty sweet, but they're good. Where did I get these from this morning? I wish I was still sleeping, but I'm not going back to bed. I'll put these up here. Hey, what was up there that's not up there now? I can't remember. I feel like there was something that was supposed to be up there. Oh well. Let's go put this in the garbage before I forget. I have so much laundry to do today. Not that I have to, but I'm gonna do it because I love my daughter. Grace's room. That was a mess and a half. Do I turn this on? Do I need this on this morning? Hey, Luna. Ooh, look at how blue my eyes are this morning. Oh man, so much pain. I swear I have something wrong with me. I was telling Matt, I swear, every other month, I'm in pain. Like my rib, chest, my back. It's like the exact same pain, exact same spots. And it's like 1 month I'm pain-free. And then next month, for like 2-3 weeks, I have this same pain. And then it goes away, and I'm pain-free for like a month, and then bam, it's back. Like I told Matt, there must be something skeletal wrong with me or something. Today is Tuesday. What am I doing today? I need to mark this down. I'm doing upper body workout today. So we'll do upper body. Yesterday, I tripled my activity goal by almost 3, and that was from just doing Grace's bedroom. What do I want to do today? Upper body. Do I want to do Grow It Joe? Yeah, I want to do a Grow It Joe as well. I do Grow It Joe workouts for my cardio. Because I'm sedentary, so I like to try and do something cardio. Yesterday, cleaning Grace's room was enough for me. I was like beat by the time I finished, and her room's not even done yet. We still have one more section of her room to tackle. But she's always like, I have no clothes, I have no clothes. And I found so much clothes in her room, underneath things, in a basket. How do you know what's dirty and clean? I feel like half of it is probably clean, but because I don't know, there's like 2 loads of clothes for sure. And she's at school right now. I'm debating. I was like, after school, when you get home, we're gonna get all your laundry washed and you're taking part. But now I'm thinking, should I just do it for her? You want to see something? You're like, sure, why not? One, I want us to empty out my makeup bag. But I was at the dollar store the other day. I know, I didn't record because I was like, I didn't need to. These baskets, I'm going to turn this around. I bought 2 of these clear baskets. They were just so pretty and like really big. And I don't know, I don't know, they caught my eye. So I bought 2. I bought this one and this one. I just picked up 2. This one's got all my body sprays and my lotions of what's left. And this, I still have not taken this Sleep Restore with ashwagandha. I'm thinking, it says take 2, but I'm thinking I'm just going to start taking 1, like an hour or 2, probably 2 hours before I go to bed. See if my body reacts to it negatively, hopefully not, and if it's fine, then I'll take 2 a night. But I bought this one, there's 2, there's Sleep Resets and Sleep Restore. This one's for Sleep Restore, I think has something to do with helping with, I think it's to help with stress level or something. I'm the kind of person, when I stress, I don't know I'm stressed. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I bought those 2 baskets. I bought a new calendar for the new year. Because I did buy a calendar, but it was part of the home lottery thing. It's like what's that helicopter called? It's like one of those emergency helicopters out here in Alberta. That lottery, I can't remember. I bought one of their calendars for the kitchen. And because like you get to put your name in the draw for tickets, that was like $30-something. So it was more pricey. But I usually like having 2 calendars. So I picked up this black and white 16th month calendar for $1.25. If you can, go to the dollar store and get your calendars. There's a lot of things like calendars and I don't know. There's all sorts of things I think I'd rather just go to the dollar store and get. I almost always pick up 1 or 2 calendars from the dollar store. I also picked up two gift card holders for 2 people. Did Grace buy anything from the dollar store? Because we took her to Michael's. I did no recording this weekend. I didn't see the point. Took Grace to Michael's. She bought beading stuff and some acrylic paints and paintbrushes. She was going to get this wire to make a necklace, and I scanned it because there was no price on it. It was $30, and I was like, whoa, whoa. I was like, child, we can get this from the dollar store for like $3. So, one of the workers was there. I asked her if she could help me, like, remove it. So she did that, and we went to the dollar store, and Grace got wire from there for like $3. I was like, yeah. I don't remember what else she bought. She bought yarn. Anyways, I was like, your money didn't go very far, right? Then we went to Bulk Barn. I want to empty this makeup bag. I need a place to set you while I empty this out. Maybe I should have brought the other light out. I'll just put you right here. It's a gray sweatpants and a t-shirt kind of day. Because, you know, not doing nothing. Maybe some cleaning, maybe. I'm going to keep this in my makeup bag because I use that daily. But I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to take this out. I think I'll keep this in. And I'm going to take this out. I want to take out a palette that I haven't used in a while. And then it's like, where can I put these? And then, let me put you guys like this, I guess, for a second. That's fine, right? Yeah? Okay. So, I feel like I have new palettes and I just haven't used them because I keep using the same one. So I got this full of palettes, and then I've got more palettes up on my top shelf and other places. I feel like we should take this out, the Pretty Grunge Huda Beauty, because I've used it, what, once since I bought it. So we're going to take this puppy out. And I'll put this one in here. And we should... What's a palette I haven't really used since getting it? Okay, that's almost the same color story, kinda. It's similar. I'm going to do a video on regrets. I have many regrets. When David was out here yesterday, and I was explaining to him why I regret certain eyeshadow palettes, and then he looked at them and he's like, and he was explaining to me why he thinks they probably aren't regrets, and why he thinks it's good that I bought them. But I was like, I hear your point. Like, I do hear his point, but I feel like, there's many things I could have done without. That's too squishy for there. Okay, I'm gonna put this back, and then I'm gonna, excuse me, grab another, I need to put this one somewhere. And when I say I regret, it's not because I don't like the palettes, but there's probably, like, it doesn't mean, if I say I don't like something or I regret something, it's not because of the quality, but there's probably something about it that after using it a few times, I'm like, yeah, that's not for me. Like this one, for instance. The Not a Box of Chocolates. I know so many people who said this is their favorite palette of the year. Not me. What's a palette that I haven't given... do I want to go for a colorful one, or... Because the Pretty Grunge is mauve-y. Let me see. I don't want to take two palettes that are the same. You can't see it here. I'll show you at the table. Okay, so that one's kind of dark. I do want to take that one. Should I grab... And I do want to grab one more. What's this? This one doesn't fit in my makeup bag. It's too big. You know what? Maybe I'll take this one over. I'll show you in a second. Let me get you guys back up. I don't think... Do I need anything else from over here? I don't think I do. Is 2 palettes enough? I think so. I guess I don't have to use the makeup bag. I just find it easier to carry my stuff back around. Grace has some of my pink baskets with handles, and I asked if I could have one back, and she said no. And I was like, oh, alrighty then. I might need that, because I didn't wash my makeup brushes yet. Let's see. That fell off. Can I fit this in here? Should I grab one more palette? I see another palette I was so excited to get, and I don't think I used it. I'm gonna grab, I'll show you when we get to the table. Because I think I should have one colorful palette. So I'll grab that one. Where can I put this? Like just right here? What was right there though? That, okay. Alright. And I think my coffee is already over there. Yeah, like I said, I am gonna do I have a few videos I want to do. I definitely want to do like a regrets video. And probably a favorites video. I do have some, a couple of makeup brushes right there that I need to wash. I never washed them yet. I guess I could do that later on today. We went to the bulk barn the other day as well. Jeez, man. Kind of forgot how, pricey that can be, but It was good. Let me put you guys up a tiny bit. There we go. Oh, there you're not so far down. Do you guys not feel like my hair is all of a sudden just growing really fast? I even told Matt the other day, I was like, something's going on. I feel like it's growing really fast. Oh, am I doing skincare? No. No, I don't need my skincare done. I did it last night. It's good. So I guess I have 3 eyeshadow palettes. So the Pretty Grunge, I think I've only used this once since getting it. So I feel like I should use this. It's like, it's neutral. It's a neutral palette. With some like basic brown, some cool tone silver gray, some cool tone mauve shades. So this one's gonna go in the makeup bag and stay in there. This is the colorful one I'm gonna put in there. The Sailor Moon one for Love and Justice. I don't think I've used this one yet. And I was really excited for this one. So, look at the little picture. So cute. It's really pretty. Lots of shimmers. I think I haven't used it yet because when I look at it, I think spring. And then, of course, this one. I found this one at Winners for like, it was under $20. Jaclyn Hill Luxe Legacy Palette. I think this is the one she did for her in honor of her mom or something. But it's like a neutral palette. It's nothing like, wow, it's very basic, very neutral. I do like the fact that she has some mattes that are good blending and transition shades. Would this be considered neutral? I feel like it's, I was gonna say cool tone. But you know what? I think this is kind of leaning neutral in tone. Which, like, these do look very cool tone, though. A couple of them do. Do I want to use this one? I don't know. I guess I'll leave that open so I can look at it. You know what I don't think I have with me? Nope. Some clips to get my hair out of my face. I just need, like, 2 of them. I just realized too, I haven't worn earrings in forever. You know what? I think I should do my skincare right quick. Just in case I have any dry patches. I'm going to Miriam's tomorrow, but I think we all know for the most part, I go every Wednesday. Unless she asks me to come a different day. But I'm pretty sure she'll ask me to show up tomorrow. Okay. We're really hoping this weekend, like, we do nothing. That's the plan. We need a weekend where, because Christmas Eve, is that next weekend? Like next Sunday? I think it is. Today's the 12th. That's this Sunday. Yeah, Christmas Eve is next weekend. So this weekend, our plan is to stay home and do diddly squat. Well, baking. That one pan of Hello Dollies, we have, I think, 8 squares left. I think, like, might as well just say half a pan left. We do still have a lot of chocolate chip cookies that we bought, like the cookie dough from Costco. I'm not, but this weekend, I want to get my snowballs made. Which is pretty easy. People call them snowballs, but I was looking. Some people call them fiddleheads or something. Some of them call them frogs. Moose farts. I call them snowballs because I roll them into balls. And then after that's done, I roll them into coconut so that they're white on the outside. So this weekend, I was telling Matt last night, I like to get the snowballs made and then another batch of Hello Dollies made. If I get those 2 things done this weekend, that'd be great. And I have all the stuff here for them. And then Grace, I need to make my gingerbread molasses cookies. And thankfully I have the stand mixer because that's a lot of mixing. And Grace also mentioned too, she's waiting for me to make those. So I'll probably make those. And a lot of the baking will get broken up into like smaller freezer bags and then frozen. I would like to make shortbread cookies, but we'll like shortbread cookie bars instead of making shortbread cookies. Yeah, I think I want to make shortbread cookie bars. Grace wants to make Christmas popcorn, but we're gonna wait until, I think we're gonna make that on her last day of school. So she has school every day this week and then every day next week, and then she's done. And I was like, you know, Christmas break is not even that long this year. I think it's like just over a week off. I think it's because they had, I think it's because they had their fall break last month. So, I mean, they really wait until right before Christmas to start Christmas break now. So, yeah, she wants to make like a Christmas popcorn treat, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'm all for it. I think I have everything that we would need. The only thing is, do people use like fresh popped popcorn, or can I just pop a bag of popcorn in the microwave and use that popcorn? Or do I have to go buy kernels? I don't know. I mean, will it really matter? Why does my face look weird this morning? I don't know if there's something in that or not. As I've been trying to figure out, guys, how to cut the audio on my YouTube videos and put music over it, especially because when I go in stores, I know it's annoying, so, but like the sniffing, like I know one video last week, well, I'm pretty sure I was sniffing both in Superstore and Walmart. And it's like I even blew my nose before going into the stores, and then of course it's like back to it. It really cannot be helped, but it's like, I told Matt, I want to do those videos, but I need to figure out how to just maybe completely wipe out the audio. Like, what if I just turn the volume down or off on my video while I'm recording? But then I still need to figure out how to add music, like royalty-free music or whatever. The music that I can use on YouTube without getting copyright strikes, whatever you want to call it. Although I still have gotten copyright on a few of my videos. Generally, it has to do with the music and who's singing it. Like, I feel like I've had one video where the Christmas music's playing in the background at the store. I don't get copyright, and then normal music's playing, and then I get copyright strike. So I still just haven't figured out how to edit the videos. I should grab an elastic and just pull that up off my neck. It's a wee bit annoying. So yeah, this weekend we want to stay home, chill out. I do want to do some baking. I can go back. And let's see. Christmas shopping's done. Although we don't have a stocking done for Grace, but I was like, do we want to do a stocking? I don't know. It's not, stockings aren't necessary. We have a Santa sack with stuff in it for her, but I am contemplating picking her up one or two more things. Probably clothing related. Like, I do think there are some things she could use. Like, I know she would like a new hoodie, and she's been mentioning she would like some sweatpants. I should get her to try on. She's been asking to borrow my gray sweatpants that I have on today, and I'm like, no, you're not. She's like, why not? And I was like, just no. She tends to ruin all her stuff. I don't understand how all your stuff has so many holes and whatnot on them. Do I have a brush that I could use for this? No, the one I like using, the brush that I usually use when I'm using this, it needs to be washed, but I did glue the handle on the other day. Finally. I like using a brush, I feel like I have hair, because I feel like with this product, using a sponge, the sponge soaks the majority of it up. I need a mirror. Yeah, I feel like using a brush makes it look better. But that's okay. I'm gonna, I guess, go in with this, because I'm trying to work my way through this as well. Just a little bit. Let me just grab some stuff out of my bag that's here. I do have some brushes I was using the other day in here. I'm going to use this next, and then probably the blush from this Tarte palette, I think. And then, of course... Oh, that is in here. Nice. I'm trying to remember what was I talking about. I know staying home this coming weekend. Oh, getting something else for Grace. I feel like everything's just so much money. So much money. Even just like outside of groceries, everything is just like... Oh, I do have points on my TELUS account, because we use TELUS for our internet. We do have points, and I was on there last night, and I was going to redeem points for some gift cards. So, Grace goes on Roblox, and I was contemplating doing a $25 gift card or a $50 gift card for Roblox for her. And then that would be it for the gaming, because we did pick her out one video game for her Switch, and I think that was the only thing game related. I'm pretty sure everything she has for Christmas that she's getting from us is all like self-care related. Because it's based on what we know she does, and she uses her allowance, and she buys so much art supplies. So I'm thinking, doing a Roblox gift card for her, and then doing like $50 to $75 gift card either to Tim Hortons or to a restaurant, because we all like Tim Hortons, and we all like to eat out. I'm thinking though, I'll ask Matt again later. I never redeemed any of their points yet, but I definitely want to get a gift card for her for Christmas and Tim Hortons or something. I'm doing like half a pump of this. I'll just do this. And then what I've been doing lately is just tapping it. It gives like the slightest glow. I need to something tells me this is a primer and not, I think I was thinking it was a highlighter. Let me put my glasses on for a sec so I can see. I don't know. I'm gonna go online later and see. Is it a primer? I feel like it's a primer and not a highlighter. I feel like it has like the slightest glow. I do like it, but I'd like to know exactly what is this. I have this shade and then I have one that's more golden, but I'll keep for the summer. My coffee's like really room temperature now. All right. Let's do my blush. I'm going to use this one. Do not like that. How am I getting stuff on my... Is there crumbs over here? Yeah, I have like this thing where I never know how much is enough when shopping for other people. Like, more isn't always better. But it's like, even when you're shopping for your own kids, how do you know how much is enough? Like, I did tell Grace, I was like, we're not going all out this year. Like, I want to keep shopping simple and realistic, because realistically we've bought things before that the kids didn't like or use, so I'm like very lightly putting this in here. Good. Let's do these eyebrows. I do need to sharpen this again. So shady in here. Yeah, like normally with stockings we fill them with junk food, but we don't want to do that because I'm baking Christmas treats, and also I think it's kind of unnecessary. But I do know Grace she could use some more stuff, like undergarments. Like, I'm thinking we're not going to do a stocking, which she could care less. I might get her some undergarment stuff and throw that into her Santa sack as well. I don't like wrapping gifts, so I just decided this year to get a Santa sack while I was at Winners. Oh, yes. The other option was I have enough points that I could do a $100 gift card to Winners as well. And like I was thinking to myself, I could also just do that and then go to Winners and get the rest of whatever I wanted to get for Grace from there. Because I don't think there's one for Walmart. There's one from, I can do an Amazon gift card. I can do Amazon, Winners, different gaming platforms. I think I can do a Visa or a MasterCard, like prepaid card or something. So that part of me is like, maybe that might be best to do it for, just use all of it to get a gift card to a place where I can get Grace. Like even get her like socks, like a pack of socks, underwear, sports bra, a hoodie, and a pair of sweatpants, or 2 pairs of sweatpants. It depends on where you're shopping, so. I feel like $100 even at Winners, I feel like I could get that all for her for $100. 2 pairs of sweatpants. But she wants basic sweatpants. I don't know if I can get a gift card to H&M. I like H&M sweatpants. I was going to use this one today. The coloring in here looks weird, but it's like it's very pretty. I guess I still could use that. That would go good with that Huda palette. So now the question is, Tammy, which eyeshadow palette do I want to use at this very moment? I'm thinking not this one, not today, but it's going to be my makeup bag because I want to start playing with that one. I definitely use this a time or two because it's dirty. Not sure. I must have been over here playing with it. Let's get, I need all my favorite brushes are dirty. I need to go wash them. I need something, will this work? Is that too flimsy? Let's do this one. I'm gonna start with this brush. No, I don't know where this came from. I'm gonna start off with the shade Heroin right here. It's showing up a lot lighter here. If I had the ring light, this would show up more true to color. And I'm just gonna put this all over. I could use like a lip balm right now or something. And I'm literally just slapping that all over that first shade. Okay, now I'm gonna go into the shade right beside it called Liberty. I'm just gonna tap that right here first. Just tap it. And then blend inwards and not as high up. And do the same right here, just tap it. And then blend. I think I might have more on this side than I do the other side. Just gonna go back on the other side because it's a bit darker over here. Put some more over here. There. And then I'll go back into the first color and just go over it. I know everybody does their makeup differently. I'm gonna take my sponge and just go over this real quick. Okay. Now I'm gonna go into what brush I want to use. Probably this one. I think I'm gonna go into this shade right here. I'm gonna be going simultaneously into these three shades right here. I'm gonna go into the darkest one first. So this dark brown right there, I'm gonna go into that one first and put that right on the eyelid right here. And then just nicely start blending. I haven't put any makeup on, I think, since I put a little makeup on Sunday. Otherwise, I haven't worn, like, yeah, Sunday and Friday. I didn't do anything yesterday. Yesterday was literally just me I was spent pretty much all day in Grace's room, plus doing laundry. I'm putting, probably that first, the original shade I used, that one. Just so I can blend. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Just going to go right over this again without anything on the brush. I'm going to go back into that dark color. It's like a nice, it's not black. It's like a deep dark. It's called Hope. It's like a dark, dark brown. Just gonna pat this on first and start blending. Sometimes I like to have my eye open so I can see how high I go up, because I want to be able, I have all this lid space up here, and I want to make sure I can see some of the color up there as well when my eyes are open. I need some lip balm. And I'm going to go with this brush into that light color again and just go over. Nothing's on this brush. I'm just going back over just to make sure. I want to see just a little bit of this darkness when my eyes are open as well. Okay. I'm just going to take my sponge and literally just go over just a little bit. I'm not really wiping anything away as much as I am just going over to make sure it's blended. And then go back with the brush again. Because with my eyes open, I can see the brown up here. Okay. Next, I'm gonna use this small brush. I think I want a little something in it. I'm gonna take the shade right here. It's showing up. Yeah, I need my ring light so you guys can see these colors true to color, but I'm gonna take that and put that underneath. It's called Love Anarchy. To me, it looks brown, but like it's a cool tone brown. Because I want a smoky eye look, but I just don't want the lower eye so dark that it closes my eye off. I feel like I should write on a piece of paper what else it is I'd like to pick up for Grace. Sometimes I don't like buying clothes for Christmas because we buy clothes throughout the year for her, right? But she did say she could use some sweatpants and a hoodie. Probably like, are you gonna leave it like that? You want to know something? I think I want to go into this Jaclyn Hill and use some of this honey. Or maybe this biscuit. Let me just put these on my finger. See which one. Okay, both of these will work. I just want something light to go up top. So I think I'm just going to mix those two shades. And I'm going to clean this brush off. Because I don't think I have... You know what? Because that had dark. Do I have another brush? I'll use this one. And I'm going to dip into those two shades. And just go over up, right up by the brow bone. And then out here. And then do the same over here. And actually, I'm going to do the same right like this, just so it's not dark in here. I'm debating what shimmer I want to do. I'm not putting nothing on this. I'm just going to blend over the edge. Now, there's a lot of pretty... I was thinking of doing that one, but part of me is like, try out maybe this one. Like a, let's see, like a silver. Ooh, that'll work. That's pretty. How far over did I go with it? That's pretty. I'm gonna take this brush with nothing on it. I'm just gonna, right where the shimmer is, I'm just gonna blend a little bit. Right where the shimmer meets that dark brown. Just so there's no straight line. That's pretty. Just a little more. I do like that. It's still on my finger too. Yeah, I want to use in my bag, so my makeup bag. This one called Rebel. I'm not sure of that. Like, is that a cream? Maybe? Because you see how, like, it looks like there's nothing in one spot? So that might be something where I'm, like, that looks very metallic. And it looks like it's wet, but it's not. It kind of feels like a cream. So, like, would you do this on your eye first? If I was doing, like, look how wet that is. Wow. Is that the only one that's like that? Because that looks like a wet, like it's a wet effect. I think if I was doing that, I would literally start off with this all over my lid and then take another shade into the crease and probably call it done. Because I don't know how I would be able to work that over top of a matte shadow. I don't know, maybe it might work. Is that the only one? Yeah, that's the only one. I mean, there is this cream black right there, like that, but that's an actual, like, cream. This feels like a cream, but not the same. Could use that as an eyeliner, but I'm not good at doing eyeliner. Do I attempt to do so? Probably not, but I dipped into the black matte. I'm putting some matte black eyeshadow, trying to get it close to my lash line. See? Just like that. If it ever looks like I do have eyeliner on, this is usually what I'm doing. I'm taking, like, a dark shadow and trying to get it. I usually go from, like, here over. It's very rare that I do this, though. But I feel like this look could use it. And I just try to get it as close to the lash line as possible. There, see? That's actually a nice matte black. And then I won't do it on the bottom though. I don't want, I think that looks fine. How I have my eyes right now. Yeah, because there's a matte black right there. It might not look like black, but it is. And then there's a cream black. Like I said, if I dig out my ring light, you'll be able to see the colors more true. More true to color. That's such an interesting, so it's got black and, like, look how pretty. I'm not putting nothing else on my eyes. Do I want to do mascara or should I just leave? I'll do a little bit of mascara. I don't think I need it though. You know what? I'm gonna get this stuff washed. Including this again. I've washed this twice. I think that needs to be washed again. I like that. Tomorrow, because I do still do my makeup for Miriam, so I'll probably use this before I go to her place tomorrow. I know I've used this before because I'm pretty sure I've done this blue here with that, and I'm also pretty sure I've done this green. I think I've done that with this green shimmer right here. Pretty sure. Oh, that does fit in there. Why did I think it didn't fit? Oh, it does. Okay, what mascara do I want to use? I have these two. I feel like this one's drying out. That is pretty. So what's everybody up to? And who's excited for Christmas? I'm literally not excited for Christmas. I think it's literally exciting for the most part, just for kids. I feel like as an adult, I stopped getting excited for Christmas like years ago. Did anybody, we watched that movie, Leave the World Behind the other day. It was boring. And I watched it after reading all the TikToks about it. And I think without reading the comments from TikTok, I still would have taken something from it. Except for the, like, people are talking about the kids' t-shirts. One has Obey on it. And the other kid's wearing a NASA t-shirt. Literally, I think I have to watch that movie again. But I was telling Matt, because he watched it with me, and I was like, so many people would be lost without technology. Because we're all wrapped up in our phones, in the TV, in the computers, in our gaming systems. We would all be perfectly fine without the internet. I know, like, first thought is, well, if we lose it, like, then you think about the banking and stuff. But how do we think people banked back in the day? Thing is, though, if we lose access to our money that's in our bank accounts, that would not be good. Bless me. Because most of us do not carry cash. I know we don't. stopped carrying cash because people can mug you. I mean, someone steals my bank card, go for it. It's an easy call just to have the bank card canceled, right? And then you can't use it, so have fun. But if you carry your cash on you or whatever, or any cash, they can take that and you're not getting that back. But watching that movie, it does make sense why we should be carrying cash. Secondly, we all are stuck to our darn phones, stuck to technology. I was like, we should go into 2024 using, like, being on our phones less and just off the screens less. And everybody's like, no! And I was like, but why not? Like, we all were fine before without it. I don't know, I feel like that movie, Leave the World Behind, it's got a few messages in there. And honestly, I could see our world governments pulling something like that off. I don't want to say too much in case somebody's watching this video. And then they're like, Darren, you ruined the movie for me. I would watch it. It's boring, yes, but pay attention to it. Also, Barack and Michelle Obama took part in making that movie. Although that movie was based on the book, but did they help write the book? I don't know. But they both took part with the production or whatever of the movie. But I could literally see that whole plot of that movie. I could see that literally happening in like a year or two. I mean, I could see it happening this winter. Or this year. I said winter because in my mind, I still have that thought of winter and us having to escape during the winter time. Like, you know, like scripture, it talks something about don't let your flight be during the winter or something. Not those exact words, but there's something along those lines. You just think like during the winter, like there are storms and it could be like minus 30 or 40 out, like no power, it's freezing. Can you imagine trying to escape during the winter months when something's going on? I could totally, you know what, in the USA, they've got enemies. Canada must have enemies. Canada, man. What is going on with Canada? I had lip balm here the whole time. Trudeau keeps talking about making Canada affordable for people. Who you going to be making it affordable for? The rich? Because the middle class, I think, would my husband and I be considered middle class? Maybe. How much do you have to make to be considered middle class? We're not poor, and I will say we do live above our means. Even, I know I complain about stuff, but I complain about stuff because I know the prices of things before, and I see where they're going. We've also have lived, I mean, we've had many times where we've had nothing, like no money or anything, weren't able to pay bills, late on rent and stuff. Now we're okay. But I could see in an instant how we could not be okay. Which is why I keep talking about, like, I need to, there's a lot of things I want to stop, I'm going to stop doing so that I want to, even though we don't have to, I want to learn how to properly live frugally. I know how to, but I guess because I've gotten so used to just getting what I want whenever I want it, trying to break out of that and go back to how we were doing things before. Like I told Matt and the kids, just because you're able to do things, just because you have money doesn't mean you have to go and spend it all. And so I kind of want to get out of that and kind of go back to living more frugally. Freaking big old hair on me. Because we can't control tomorrow. We can't even really control today, to be honest. And then David was talking about making plans for the future. And I'm like, I'm all for, I have nothing against people who like planning for the future. I just know from experience, and Matt told him this too, from experience, plans, not 99% of the time, majority of the time, plans don't happen. So Matt and I are kind of like, I kind of like doing the one day at a time. Like, I'm okay with like planning out my week, knowing that whatever I plan out for the week, there's a good possibility of things changing. So I have no problem doing that. But to say like, we're doing this next year on this date, yada, 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 I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, because it's probably not going to happen. And it's not me like being negative for that. I just, at the end of the day, we're not the ones really controlling things. I just give it to God and let it go. Everything. Like, everything. That's like, normally, my old self, I'd be kind of freaking out about the fact that Matt's gonna have a whole week off the end of this month, and that's like an entire paycheck gone. For those who know what my husband does for work, that's not a little bit of money gone. It's a lot. And yeah, if this was like 10 years ago, I'd probably be freaking out, but not now. I told Matt, it's in God's hands. I'm not worried about it. It'll be okay. It'll work out. It's 10 to 12. I'm just debating. Should I get some actual food? I'll probably have like a crave. I might have a crave meal. We made, I ended up making the pork carnita meat in the oven yesterday, because I forgot to do it in the slow cooker, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll just do the tuna casserole instead of making the tuna casserole today. But that worked out. Anyways, there's plenty of pork carnita meat left over, and we didn't use the other Caesar salad kit. So today's supper, I'm kind of like, I told Matt I'm not in the mood for tuna casserole, so I'm not making it today. The chicken parmesan pasta casserole that I made Sunday, like I did my own take on it, the leftovers of that is in the fridge, and we're having that for tomorrow's supper, so that when I get back from Miriam's, instead of ordering, we don't have to. I mean, we never had to, but normally that would be one of the days we would almost likely order, is on the days that I go to Miriam's. Because I usually come back with a migraine or not feeling good or whatever. But the past month or couple of months, I try to have something already cooked so we can just reheat it or whatever. So we're having the leftover chicken parmesan pasta tomorrow. I'm thinking today I want to make that Caesar salad, and we have that pork carnita meat. So I was thinking of either throwing that meat into the Caesar salad, but it's like, that's not going to hold the four of us over till tomorrow. So now I'm thinking, should I make a pizza, a homemade pizza with that pork carnita meat? No, but maybe I should, like, what would be something else I could make to go with that? I could do mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, we each have like half a cup of that pork carnita meat, and then Caesar, you know what, that's what I'll do. Because I didn't take nothing out last night. Matt was saying like, oh, how about we do pork chops with your mushroom soup gravy you make and potatoes. And I was like, I could do that, but for pork chops, I'd have to take out that big slab of pork loin that I still haven't gotten around to cutting up. And I was like, I don't know if I would get around to doing that today, to be honest. So I think, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Mashed potatoes with the pork carnita meat, Caesar salad, and then that wipes out that salad and that meat. I should go check the fridge just to see if there's anything else. Because I just don't feel like making a bunch of stuff and then it's not gonna, you know, get eaten. Yeah. What did I buy the cream cheese for? Someone didn't fill up the water pitcher. Yeah, so this is full of the leftover pork carnita meat. And then this is full. This is a even bigger container of my version of chicken parm pasta. Is nobody eating eggs right now? Jeez. So yeah, we'll do that Caesar salad. Ooh, I wonder, why did I buy the cream cheese? I'm thinking maybe I was gonna do Oreo, some Oreo balls or something, but I didn't buy Oreos. I was telling Matt, whatever baking supplies we have here now, like, that's it. I'm not going out to buy anything else. No thank you. It's too much. Like for baking supplies, because that stuff added up so fast. I did get a huge thing of peanut butter. Okay, I just white lied. There is one thing I need, if I can find it. Matt said that those confetti squares don't have to have the colored marshmallows in them, because colored marshmallows and regular white marshmallows taste the same, and I told him no, they don't. Those colorful ones have flavor. I can't find those colorful marshmallows anywhere so that I can buy them. I meant to check the fridge freezer for something. I'm trying to figure out what I want for lunch. Did somebody open this? Nope. Girl Guide cookies. I have 2 boxes hidden. I mean, they're not really hidden, but I got 2 boxes of those in the fridge freezer. I do see we have a thing of pork chili in here. And then there's 2 freezer meals, at least 3. There's 1, 2, 3 freezer meals, and then I see another container which I think has butter chicken in it. Got beef burgers, peppers already chopped up. Oh, there's a block of cream cheese right there. And I see bacon, and there's 1 loaf of bread here. And I see chicken nuggets and popcorn chicken. I want to see what I have written down for next week's suppers. I can't believe Christmas Eve is, I see somebody got something on the counter, like they didn't clean it up. We're not going to the store, any stores this weekend. So part of me thinks I should maybe redo next week's meal plan a little bit. Because Monday I have down chicken and salad. We're not going to have any salad left by the time Monday comes around. Tuesday I have salmon and potatoes. Wednesday I have donaires. We don't have donaire kit. I told Matt, I swear, I literally do not want to go to any store, like anywhere this weekend. Maybe we'll do the chili for Wednesday. Monday we'll do chicken and potatoes. Tuesday we'll do, because then it'll get the stuff eaten up. What's in here? Beef rice enchilada casserole. And then I don't know what that one is, because everything's on top. Get Matt to check. Maybe we will do, we have lots of meat here. I don't want to go back, because I don't want to step foot into the store until next Friday. So not this Friday coming, but the Friday after. Because we're going to go to Costco and probably Walmart or Superstore, one or the other. Because we're going to pick up the stuff to make homemade mac and cheese. We're going to pick up the spiral ham. Stuff to make stuffing, maybe. I don't know if I'm still going to do that. And then corn casserole. I am going to make the corn casserole, the mac and cheese, and at least cook up the ham. Because that will do us Christmas Day and the day after, and possibly a third day. And then obviously we would buy like milk, eggs, butter. Probably it's like our basic stuff for the fridge, because we have a lot of meat here. I don't know. I'm trying to get through this month without spending all of our grocery money. I know I repeat myself, but we have $1,200 for the month. I think now we're definitely at $500 spent for this month for groceries. That's why I want to not step foot in any stores this week. I like to wait until next weekend, go pick up things for like 2 weeks, and then call her done. Like, we'll get the stuff for Christmas supper, and then but I'm gonna meal plan for the rest of that week plus the following week, because that first week of January, the first week of January is always weird. Yeah. Ow. Get out of my way, bookshelf. Hey, Luna. Yeah, I've got Matt even, oh yeah, we did stop at Safeway on the way home from Bulk Barn, because, what did I go in there for? Oh, I went in for mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese for the chicken parm casserole. Anyways, I see a bunch of people over by the meat department, and I was like, what's going on over there? Ground beef, the family size packs, was on for like $13 and change, so I grabbed 2. And I split both into 2, so I got 4 of these of extra lean ground beef, because we're out of ground beef. We do have 4 packs of ground turkey, and now we have 4 of those of extra lean ground beef, and then I think we're also out of ground pork, which is fine. But we have lots of chicken, and we still have that ginormous. I need to get this puppy. I need it partially thawed, not fully, but partially, so I can get that sliced up. I think I might do the entire thing in pork chops this time. But then of course at the end of the month when we go to Costco, I'm starting to feel like it's cheaper to buy. Okay. I don't know if us going to Costco makes sense anymore. And I was telling Matt the reason for it is because Safeway, again, had the ground beef on sale. And normally we can take the 1 pack of ground beef and split that into 2 to make 2 meals. Now, if we're doing tacos, we would use, like, say if I took 1 pack of ground beef and I split it into 2, if I took half that pack and did it into a chili, that's like 3 suppers for us. And if I took the other pack and do tacos, that's probably 1, maybe 2 suppers, right? So I don't mind doing that, because then that means that 1 whole pack of ground beef would be probably 5 suppers total. Yeah. I've been buying a lot of the chicken the past, what, we haven't been to Costco in like almost 3 months, I think. So a lot of the meat we've been buying the past 2 months, I've been picking up from Walmart. I've been buying chicken from Walmart because you can get, I mean, I bought a pack of drumsticks from Walmart for like $13 and it was enough for 2 suppers. So, like, hello, why not? You do get more in a pack at Costco. Drumsticks, anyways. So, I don't know. We're going to be going there. We're going to look at the meat and really put more thought into it. But I feel like now, like, do I like Costco? Yeah, for specific things. I think we took our Costco membership down to the basic one. And I think we're just going to stay basic because I feel like we're not in there monthly. We go to Costco maybe once every 3 or 4 months now. But they do have some things that I really like. Like their chicken nuggets, their chicken strips, and their chicken burgers. Which I think we will pick up those 3 items when we go. We will probably pick up chicken drumsticks because then I could take a pack and split that into 4 for sure. because I like with drumsticks, we probably like to do 2 each. I think we're gonna stop buying chicken thighs, the boneless, skinless chicken thighs, because they're expensive. Chicken breast, I think I might continue buying those from Walmart. Unless they go on like a good deal per pound at Costco. Ground beef, I'm like debating. I know the Costco pack of ground beef, I could split that into 4. It just depends on the prices, but there are certain things we like getting from Costco. Like their pork roasts and stuff. Like their pork roast, you get 2 in a pack. But I've been also able to get pork roast from Walmart. I don't like Walmart's ground beef or their ground... Yeah, I don't like their ground beef whatsoever. But their chicken's fine. It's like they have maple leaf and prime. I think they do mostly maple leaf though. But I've had no issues with their chicken. Their ground beef though, no. Something's off about it. I don't like buying any meat from Superstore except for the pork carnita. And have I bought chicken from... If it's like brand name, like Prime or Maple Leaf, I'd be okay, but we've bought meat from Superstore before and it was weird. Same with the ground beef, it was weird. I think I'm going to, yeah, I mean, I do flyer shopping too. So that's not bad. Which we will still do Flyer Wednesday. But we'll probably do that Thursday. I call it Flyer Wednesday because the flyers come out on Wednesday. Like the new rotation of flyers. So I call it Flyer Wednesday. But I'm going to Miriam's tomorrow. So I'll probably record that Thursday morning. I'll probably do a makeup and chat. And then / Flyer Wednesday video for Thursday. Because regardless if I go to the store or not, which I really don't want to go at all this weekend, I still like to do the Flyer Wednesday. And now I'm like, what do I do? Yeah, I don't want to go out. If I'm going to get Grace anything else for Christmas though. I don't mind the chaos of grocery shopping during Christmas, like the last minute. But like the shopping. I'll see what Matt wants to do, because I feel like maybe we should just use our points to redeem them for a gift card that we can just, instead of having to spend money from bank account, use that gift card to finish off whatever we want to get Grace for Christmas. Yeah. Anyways. My bottom lip is dry, so I feel like I want to peel the skin off. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to pick up my mess that I just made on the table. Get something to eat. I think I'm going to grab... Do I have any Crave meals left? I didn't buy none. Because Walmart and Superstore, man, they were wiped out this past weekend. So, I'm also thinking... Okay, the smoky barbecue Angus beef. I do like this, but I feel like there's onion in it, and I don't like the onion. Let me see. I had this one the last time I was at Miriam's. I might take that one again tomorrow to her place. Yeah, so I have 2 of the smoky barbecue. I guess I'll have this one. And I just like it because I don't have to think about it. There's 27 grams of protein. 4 fiber, it's 400 calories. It's already portioned out. That's why I like it. I think last week, did I do Crave meals last week or sandwiches? For the most part, going back to just having sandwiches. Because it's ooh, garlic bread. Let's put this will make tomorrow's supper a bit more filling. Or do we want this with today's? There's like a whole stack. I'm gonna put this in the fridge freezer because we can have that with, you know what, we'll do it with tomorrow's supper. That chicken parm pasta and garlic bread. Let me just see what the heck is here. Ooh, I have sauces that go with chicken wings. Should I take this out? A pack of Seafood Supreme. We don't like this brand, but I'm not going to get rid of it. That'll get used for something. Darn, what's in here? Cookies that look like they have some kind of crumble on them. No, these aren't cookies. These are, that's squished. These are, I think these are some of my pumpkin spice muffins that people forgot, I think. This is banana bread that I cut in half and saran wrapped each section. And so there's 2 banana breads in here. Sliced bell pepper. I have fajitas written on it. That might get used for something else. Darn, there's like not much in this side anyways. Those muffins. Why is nobody eating those? If you're wondering, I don't really eat my baking. Sometimes I do. It's mostly because I get in my head about how easy I put weight on. I mean, I'm currently on a weight loss journey. I mean, I'm doing one day at a time. I am eating less. I mean, my eyes are looking so blue today. I am eating less and exercising, but I'm not like going crazy with stuff. Anyways, when it comes to my baking, I like to bake, even though I'm not the best at it. Sometimes I'll try my baking, like the littlest piece, and then that's that. The kids and Matt go after it. I'll tell you what, when we were at the bulk barn, we went to the bulk barn with the, what did we go there for? We went there to get white hot chocolate. They had none. The bulk barn was packed, man. That store, I wish they would make the aisles bigger. What did we get? Oh, so every year, I try to get myself at least 1 bag of chicken bones. So, not from the bulk barn, but for like grocery stores. I didn't want to go store to store. So, when we were at bulk barn, I seen them and I was like, I didn't know they had these. Man, look at my eyes. I know, it's a weird, eh? They look so cool. Anyways, I got myself some chicken bones. They'll probably last all winter. And then since they didn't have white hot chocolate, they did have other stuff, but the only other, besides regular hot chocolate, they had peanut butter crunch hot chocolate. I got enough of it to fill 2 of these. So I have 2 of these full of peanut butter hot chocolate. You wanna know what it tastes like? Wonder Bar. Very good. Matt and I made a glass the other day. Man, my eyeballs. I wanted to get the white hot chocolate because I should say, I'm the only one here that likes white hot chocolate. And I like making white hot chocolate and putting different chai tea bags in it. It just makes it taste festive and Christmassy. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I need to get out of here. Get bite to eat. I think I'm going to, I did all our laundry yesterday. So I wanted to get my floors redone. I feel like there was something I wanted to do today though. I don't want to do Grace's laundry, if I'm being honest, but to help her out, I think I will. Possibly, I need to work out. I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna work out, because to me that's more important than getting Grace's laundry done. She's a teenager, she can she can take care of her laundry. If she wants my help when she's home, I'll help her, but I'm gonna eat and then I'm gonna work out. And oh, I need, when I'm done that, then get the floors done. And then I have a table that I need to put together. Matt brought the Allen keys in for me. I want to put a table right there so that I can take my Bible stuff right here and have it beside me because I told about something I want to do and I've been talking about for like the past 2 years now, is I want to read my Bible in bed before I go to sleep like my Nan Robichaud did. I was like, that's something I keep saying I want to do, and I just haven't gotten around to putting the table up and getting it set up over there. So I'm going to get that done today too. And then maybe tomorrow evening, I'm going to get Christmas cards. I'm missing one. It's up in my closet. I want to get these Christmas cards sent out. I'm like, who do I got to give a card to? Because I bought 6. We don't send cards to everybody. We try to do the grandparents pretty much. And as long as the grandparents got cards, we're good. I might need, because some people also live in the same household. So my parents and Leah live in the same household. Allison, who is Matt's sister, my sister-in-law, she lives with their mom. So I don't really see the point in sending 2 separate cards when they live in the same roof. I could send a card to my Nan, probably. Let's see. So, Matt's dad, because Matt's parents are divorced. So, Dave, Darlene, my parents. I do Tiffany, Terry. I need one more card. Maybe 2. I think I need 2 more cards. Well, you know what? Technically 1. Well, hang on. So there's Dave and Sharon, Darlene and Allison, my parents and Leah. If I do Tiffany, Terry, I need a card for Billy Joe, which I got another one in the bedroom. And then Brad and Kim, but I can just grab them because I have to go get gift cards for their girls. We go to their house, so they're the only nieces that we buy gifts for. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and Matt and I would not be able to. I mean, if we gave them $10 or whatever, I'm pretty sure all the nieces and nephews would be grateful, but it's a lot. So because we live here, we've always just done gifts for the 2 nieces that are living here as well. Because we go see them every Christmas. I mean, we only see them like once or twice a year. But we generally go see them at Christmas. So I can just grab a card for Brad and Kim when I go get gift cards. I need one more card for Billy Joe. Who am I forgetting? Dave and Sharon, Darlene, Allison, Mom, Dad, Leah, Tiffany, Terry, Billy Joe. I need one. Well, I don't need one because that's in the bedroom. My sister Amanda, but I don't know. Oh, you know what? I do. I think for the most part, I do send one to my Nan and Poppy. I don't know. Let me figure it out. I don't think, like, you have to send cards to everybody. I think, like, the grandparents, you definitely want to, though. I mean, it will at least be nice. The siblings, it's like, eh. There's also people who send us cards that we never send cards to and we feel bad about it. Mostly on Matt's side. Like, he's got an uncle who sends him a card. Who sends us a card, I should say. I feel like I should go pick up some more, but I need stamps. I have 0 stamps. I definitely need to get cards to my parents and Matt's parents because we have the Grace's school photo from last year and the year before. Or from this year and last year. We just went the magnet route this year because she doesn't smile. And I'm not having the photos that she's been taking up on my wall. She told me she'll smile if I take her picture. She just has to let me know when. I'm going to keep these cards out on my table so I see them. I'm just like... I should send one to my grandparents, my Nan and Poppy. I always send one to my Nan Robichaud, but she passed away, what, 2 years ago now? I'm not sending a card to the other people that are living in her house. Which are, I mean, I don't know, I know my uncle's living there, possibly some cousins, but I have nothing against any of them. I'm just not sending them a Christmas card. I don't associate or talk with them or anything, so, like, yeah, I know some people like sending cards to everybody, but I'm the kind of person, like, if you don't associate with people, I don't know. It's just weird, like, if they call, it's like, hey, Merry Christmas, or whatever. Or like, hey, how you doing? But I don't see the need to send people things. Like, if you win the lottery, you're gonna do, like, all of a sudden, be friends with people that you weren't friendly with before? No. I mean, now I'm just getting off and changing topic. Which makes me think of something that David and I were talking about the other day about God. Some people think you just gotta be good to go to heaven. Doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. And I was explaining to David, anybody who knows God and his word would know that that's a big deception among people. That all you gotta do is be good. Be good. And you'll go to heaven. And I told him, like, no, that's false. You know, God's word says not to be, like, you don't want to be deceived, right? And that's one lie that a lot of people are going around thinking is true. There's so many people going around who think their loved ones are in heaven, when in fact, there's a good possibility they're not. And I'm not going to tell somebody, oh yeah, they're probably in heaven smiling down on you. No, I ain't gonna lie. No, thank you. I was somebody who, growing up, thought all I had to do was be good to go to heaven until I read God's word. And that's not how that works, folks. You don't get into heaven by doing good works. If you know God and his word, you know that's a fact. Oh, so what was David and I talking about? And I was like, no, kiddo, like, I've been telling you for a long time, and he's like, even if you're good all your life and you believe in God, you're not going to go to heaven. And I was like, listen, believing in God does not get you in heaven. You can believe in God and be good. That's not going to get you in heaven either. You gotta, what if someone looks at you and they don't even know, for instance, that you believe? Like, how can I word this? When people look at somebody who truly believes in God and is a follower of Christ and does God's work, you can tell who those people are. And I was telling David, I know two people in particular. I knew who they serve and follow as soon as I walked into their home and they start talking to me. I knew instantly. And I explained that to David. There's a lot of good people out there. A lot of good people. They're not going to heaven. You wanna know why? Because none of us are perfect. There's always something, right? I don't know the correct way to word it. It's a misconception among Christians and Catholics, and no matter what your religion is, like, that all you gotta do is be good and believe to go to heaven. And it's not that simple. You need to live your life for Christ. And that's why I keep saying that's what I want to do, but it's so darn hard to do. Because you really have to pay attention to the things you're doing and saying and whatnot. I mean, you want your life to be a reflection of Christ, and even doing that is really, really hard. I don't know the correct wording, like how to word it, but I was telling David, I was like, of course everybody who believes wants to go to heaven. Nobody wants to end up in hell, because God won't be there, right? So I was like, so for the most part, I would hope the majority of people want to be where God is when they pass, right? And David's like, yeah, but if you're good and you believe in God, why wouldn't you go to heaven? And I was like, well, do you live your life for God? And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, say like you you go all your life currently like we are right now, and you have absolutely nothing to do with God. You say you believe in him, but that's as far as you go. Oh yeah, I believe in God. And that's as far as you go. You don't do anything. You don't serve others. You don't help others. You are doing all kinds of things that are considered sin, but you might not think so. Nothing in your life would show other people that you're a follower of Christ. And again, I think I might have brought this up before. I was telling David, like, just imagine, like, you grow up, you move out of your house, and 20, 30, 40 years go by, and you had nothing to do with your parents, nothing whatsoever. Oh, man, how can I word this? This is where I'm, like, talking in my head, and I want to say something, but I'm trying to, like, get the word, like, think of the correct way to word something. Maybe put it like this. Okay, so God has, if you read scripture and you understand what heaven's going to be like, you're going to want to be there. I want to be there. Okay? It's like a big reward, because where God is, it's like glorious. Like there's no pain, there's no suffering, there's nothing. It's just goodness and love and joy, and you get to serve God and stuff up there, right? Wherever he is. So all the good things are with God. And then let's just say here on earth, your parents have won, I don't know, they got like $1 billion, and to you that's glorious or whatever, right? But you go 20, 30 years having nothing to do with your parents. You say you love them, but you have absolutely nothing to do with them. And then one day you find out they've come into $1 billion. And you're like, oh, hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. It's me, Tammy. And then all of a sudden you want to take part in your parents' lives because of that. And I told David, this is like the only comparison I can come up with, is it's kind of the same with God. You say you love him, but you go your whole life or majority of your life as if he's not there, like ignoring him and stuff, until the end when you're like, oh, hey, God, it's me, Tammy, remember me, even though you had nothing to do with him. I don't know how to word it correctly by trying to make, especially a child and even an adult, understand, because this took a long time for me to get this, like when I started really thinking about things after reading God's word, which I'm still reading his word, because like there's so much to learn and try to understand, and you have to like pray on stuff, but trying to word it in a way that you can make a comparison so that you can understand. Just because you say you love God or you believe in God doesn't mean you're going to go to heaven, especially if you're living your life as if he doesn't even exist. Like you only go to him when you want something or when you need something, when in fact you should be going to God every single day. Not just because you want or need something, but because you want to be a part of his life and for him to be a part of your life. And you also, the more you're going to God, the more God should be a reflection of your life to others who are looking at you. That doesn't mean your life is perfect either, because in my opinion, some of the truest followers of Christ have some of the hardest times, because our reward one day is going to be in heaven, right? I feel like I could go off, not off topic, but I feel like I could steer another way with this. So I try to explain it to my kids in a way that they could understand, where if someone was trying to explain it to me, that I would also be able to understand. Why would my parents, if I ditched them and had nothing to do with them, why? And I know people would say, well, if they love you, or if God loves you, yes, God loves you. Yes, your parents love you. That does not mean that they have to give you what you want because you all of a sudden showed back up when they had something that you wanted or something that was glorious or whatever. Like, you get where I'm going with this? Like, for instance, my husband we don't really have a lot to do with his family. Not because we don't love them. We love them. We just, I don't know. We don't have a lot to talk about, and it's usually same conversations. And I get why. I think I pointed out not too long ago to Matt, I think I know why some of the conversations are the same, and it's after listening to, I don't know if it was a podcast, I heard something the other day. Sometimes our conversation, oh no, actually it was with Jessica Braun. I watch her YouTube videos. I started watching her when she was in the makeup and stuff. Her and her husband are doing their Vlogmas, and so they go with their day, and at the end of their Vlogmas, they'll do a sit-down chat with each other about like what they thought was great about the day or whatever. They got onto a conversation about how when they meet up with friends or whatever, her husband, and I think even Jessica, they don't like surface level conversations. And the more I listened to their conversation on that, I was like, that's exactly what Matt and I do. I know why we do surface level conversations. Like, oh, hey, how you doing? How's the kids? How's work? How's school? Matt and I tend to stay very surface level with not just his family, but with a lot of people. And I think we do it because when we've let people give them just like a little inch into our personal lives, then they felt like it was okay for them to tell us what they wanted about our finances, about our spending, about raising our kids. Like, they felt like they had the voice to tell us what we should be doing and yada, yada, yada. So now all of our conversations, especially with his side of the family, they tend to be the same. And I've realized that not only do we do that, but there's other people that do that with us as well. It's surface level conversations. We're not really getting to know each other. And that was actually kind of interesting. Where was I going with this? But, well, so I guess to say, like, so that's, like, what relationship with his side of the family is. And even on mine, too, to a certain extent, right? Actually, to a lot of extent. It's surface level conversations. There's very few people who we actually have where we can have more, get more, like, dive deep into, like, personal things. But Matt and I don't like to get into our money or other people's money. Like, I'll talk about, like, the cost of things, the price of things, and, like, stuff like that. But, like, actually talking about, like, what we have and other people, like, that's to eat, like, that's everybody's own business, right? But because, so I guess where I'm going with this is because we don't have much of a relationship with his side of the family, even though we know they love us and we love them. If one of them were to win money, Matt and I would not go to them and be like, oh, hey, how you do? Like, we would not do that because we know we don't have much of a relationship with them. And not only would that, I mean, that would not be very nice. Like, in my opinion, it wouldn't be nice at all. Like, oh, all of a sudden now you want to get to know us, or, you know, get to know us, like, pretend just because we have something that you want. So it kind of, in my point of view, this is my point of view, my opinion, I see it the same way with God. Does God have something I want? Yeah, I want to be in his kingdom. I want to be up there wherever he is, serving him. I want to be where there's no pain and suffering and hurt, and it's just, like, it's glorious, right? Like, when I think about God's love, I just feel like there's nothing that can be put into words to describe his love for us people, his children. But I don't think it's fair to go our lives ignoring him and only going to him when we're in need or want of something, but then the rest of the time act like he doesn't exist until we're on our deathbed or whatever. And it's like, hey God, it's me. Hey, you gonna let me in? No. There's probably a better way to explain this, but that's kind of my way. until, I don't know, I can gather my thoughts better, but, yeah. There's a lot of stuff about death that I've thought about, like, there's a lot of people who think their family's up in heaven. And I think deep down, maybe that's just a hope of theirs. Like, why are people forgetting about hell? Hell exists. And I feel like people are either just trying to ignore that hell exists, or, I don't know, a lot of people truly don't know God, and God doesn't know you. Like, the path is narrow to getting into heaven. I mean, that's been pointed out very, very clearly to me reading scripture. Getting there is very narrow. Nobody on this earth is perfect, so you do not have to be a perfect person. But we need to be living our lives. We need our lives to be a reflection of Christ. And if we're not doing that, then... Because when Matt and I were out, I think it was Friday, we were at KFC anyways, having some late afternoon lunch. And I told him, like, I want my life to reflect Christ. Like, I was like, I want to be a church lady. I don't want to be perfect or anything, but I want to reflect Christ so that when people see me, they're like, yeah, like I want people to know that I believe in God, and I want to be like a follower of his, but I'm like doing a pretty bad job at this point because I procrastinate and I'm lazy and I'm an introvert who stays in my house. And now I'm thinking like maybe I need to take advantage of social media, because yeah, I want to be a reflection of Christ, like going into this new year. I mean, I don't have to wait for the new year, but going into the new year, I want to be a reflection of Christ, but I also want to do better at being a homemaker. Like, another way, too, to reflect Christ is serving others. And it doesn't have to be serving others outside of your home, although that's an excellent way to go about it. Serve people in your community, help people when they need help and stuff. But even, like, serving your husband, your children, your parents, your family, your neighbors. Doing acts of kindness without expecting things. Do things without videoing it. Like, if you do something nice for somebody, don't be like, oh, I'm about to give this person a food hamper or some money and like, hey, like, cut that crap out. God sees what we're doing. He knows what we're thinking. He knows what's in our hearts. I know he knows what I want to do. It's just me actually getting into it. Who's the guy in the script Bible who ended up in hell and he was like, go back to earth? Was he talking to Lazarus and saying, please send Lazarus back to go talk to my brothers and tell them that God is real, Jesus is real? Who was that guy? And he wanted God to send Lazarus. I think he wanted to send Lazarus. I'd have to go look it up. Sometimes I get the names confused of who I'm reading about, especially afterwards and when it's been a while. But there was a guy in hell and I think they wanted them to send Lazarus back so he could go warn his brothers to believe. Because a lot of people, again, they don't believe while they're on earth and they keep ignoring God, and then when their times come, it's literally too late. When you're dead, it's too late to be like, oh, God, forgive me. No, you got to be doing that while you're alive, like right now. Not when you're already gone. I mean, I've heard people say like, oh, well, if God loves you, it's not going to matter. Yeah, it does matter. Read scripture, read his word so you can get to know him. the Bible's not all doom and gloom. Is there some gloomy stuff in there? Yeah. Is there bad stuff in there? Yeah. A lot of things, though, that happens is due to consequences as well. I should really start taking notes before I get on here sometime, but I don't want to be scripted or anything. I'd rather just whatever comes to mind. Especially considering that my YouTube videos are, it's a way for me to talk to my family who's watching. As if like we're just chilling out at my place or their place, whatever. I have realized people have actually subscribed to my channel. I don't know why. Because I'll say this, I am like the least interesting person out there. But I'm literally just doing the YouTube videos for my family. If people subscribe, they subscribe. That's cool. Stay. I can maybe get weird a little bit at times. I do think people are subscribing because I've been recording when I go to the stores. Not every time, but when I go to the store to record, and then like doing grocery hauls. I know myself, because I do watch a lot of YouTube. I like watching Shop With Me's. There's a lot of people whose Shop With Me's I watch. And I also watch people's grocery hauls, because I think the majority, though, I watch is people who live in the States, though. Not too many. There was one girl, her name's Plus Size in Canada. And where does she live in Canada? Not in Alberta. Manitoba? No. Moncton? Moncton, New Brunswick, maybe? Possibly. Plus Size Canada. Lovely family. Her husband, like, yeah. She's a stay-at-home mom. Her husband's a firefighter, I think. She has a couple of beautiful kids. She seems really sweet. Yeah, I think she's from New Brunswick because she's loud. She reminds me of two old childhood friends of mine. And I don't watch her too often anymore because she's very, like, she can get loud. And even if I turn it down, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, Plus Size in Canada. I would go check her out. She does grocery hauls. Her family does Shop With Me's. She's a good one to watch. I haven't watched her in a little bit, but I seen her pop up on my YouTube yesterday. I probably should check her out again. But yeah, I like watching that kind of stuff. And then I also, some people when they're talking, especially if they're talking low, it's like I'll watch them while I'm doing dishes, and then I feel like it relaxes me. Me, though, I don't have an ASMR voice, and I can get annoying, especially if I'm sniffing, which I try not to. It's hard to, though. I need to learn how to do that voice. Well, I don't think I want to do voiceover, but I need to learn how to remove the audio from my videos so I can put music over it, especially the Shop With Me's. Because that's generally when I tend to do a lot of sniffing, because I'm going from outside to inside, and it happens. Anyways, we're at 2 hours long. I really got on to rambling. It's like, if this is not the kind of stuff you're into, that's fine. Every video that I post is not going to be a Shop With Me or a grocery haul or a haul. Like, there's a lot of videos where I'm literally just going to be doing my makeup and just chatting about whatever. Maybe I'll do makeup and not chat. I'll talk about God. I feel like I cannot not talk about God, because I can't say I want to be a reflection of Christ and then not speak about Christ or God. Sometimes I'm like, should I say Christ? Should I say Jesus? Should I say God? Because it's like one person. Some people are like, no. And I used to think God and Jesus were two separates, but it's my belief Jesus is God in human form. And then, of course, the Holy Spirit is God in spirit form. It's To think about stuff, it's kind of crazy. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. It's been 2 hours, and I need to get stuff done. Because look at that, it's already 1:45. So, I'll be back sometime Thursday. Maybe we'll try and do Thursday morning. Oh, you know what? We will. Provided I don't have a migraine. I'm going to Miriam's tomorrow, and I haven't had a migraine in a little bit. I've had a few headaches, but I haven't had a migraine in a little bit, and something tells me I might end up with one tomorrow. But as long as I don't have a migraine Thursday when I get up, we will do a makeup. I'm going to call it Make Up With Me, because it's really me doing my makeup, but you guys are watching while I do it. But we'll do a Make Up With Me / Flyer Wednesday, but we'll do it Thursday. And then maybe before we get, do not go up there before the video actually gets going, or I get going. Yeah, do not go up there. I will make my strawberry cheesecake protein smoothie so you guys can see how I make it. Anyways, I will see you guys Thursday. God bless.